Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Blockscape. As always, this is Zueljin, and as you can see guys, there seems to be a little bit of light coming from over here. We're right outside the house, and day was breaking, and couldn't help but want to check this out and show you guys what I found. This is one of the newest additions to the snapshot, which is fireflies. And I think it's really cool. It adds some really nice ambience to the surroundings, and you can see lit up sections here and there. They're very sporadic. I don't exactly know how they're going to be implemented in survival outside of just looks. Maybe you'll be able to harvest them. Maybe it'll have something to do with light production. But for now, it's really pretty to look at. Guys, I've been thinking a little bit about the projects that I'm going to do in the house, and I think I'm gonna mess around with some furniture ideas today because I really liked playing around with the couch last time and the lamp. As you can see, the lighting situation has improved drastically. The new snapshot has given some smoother lighting options, and all in all, the house is very well lit, which reminds me I can probably take these away and still have very adequate lighting. One of the things you're going to notice, guys, is that I had to reduce the sound level quite a bit. Music sporadically plays here and there, so if you don't hear constant background music, I'm sorry. I'm not too sure how the editing is going to come out, but I wanted to start recording, so I just kind of went in and did it. Let's see, there we go. So our floor is fixed. So today, guys, I think I'm going to work a little bit on a bookshelf, and this is going to be a little preliminary because I don't exactly know how I want to do it. The couch, as J-Rab said, and a couple other subscribers will put that I can do some inverse angles, and also maybe include some white textures like some snow and stuff, just to give some realistic cushions. And this is just my prototype. I'm definitely going to try a bunch of different designs. One of the main things I wanted to make sure I was doing is just really figuring out the tool. I can use no clip if I wanted to get underneath stuff sometimes and put the downward slant, so I might try some of that, but for the most part we're gonna keep this the way it is just for now, and kind of continue on with the learning process. Right now I'm gonna start with the bookshelf, and I need a different color wood. And right now we are messing with, let's see, this is oak planks. So if let's see, I think I have a different kind of wood. I have this light colored wood here. Vertical planks. Let's try some of this and see how that looks. This is also plank Z. That's probably just the inverse of that other thing there. And what else do I have here? It's kind of the only wood I have right now. Everything else is bark or another material. So let's see. If we take our small tool, let's see, where should we put our bookshelf? I don't want to put it in the way of a window or anything. So probably, and this, I think I might do a fireplace right here. It really all depends. Yeah, by the way, fire has been added to the game. Pretty cool, huh? I'm going to leave you guys a link to the description to the actual website. Well, not the website, but the developer's YouTube page. That way you can see the snapshot videos. So let's see here. I think 4 ought to be really good. And that gives me... See, what I want to do ultimately is get the bookshelf to where I can really put books in. Well, things that look like books, I guess I should say. But I don't want it to be, how would you say, really too blocky. And I know it's going to be kind of hard to do that, but I just thought I would mess around with it a little bit. See, that is not the right, we don't want it that texture here. We actually want to do... I don't know how the knots go. Well, I guess the knots work. It looks like pine like that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. but we do need a change. Let's see, this is the vertical planks, I believe, and this is the, oh, what am I doing? This is the regular planks. Let's try that. Yeah, these go this way. Ultimately, that's what we want. Yeah, we want that look. It kind of looks like the flooring, but that's okay. It's a much lighter color. So, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep the bottoms like those pegs or not. I just figured that it would look a little bit more authentic. All right. Now that we have our little base set up, I think that'll be wide enough, you guys. I don't want it to be too wide or anything. Let's go to back to our wall tool, and we'll change that for one of the corners. And there's that music I was talking to you about, which is pretty cool, I think. It's a little bit different. I'm glad they actually implemented something subtle like that. Okay, so we're gonna need vertical for that actually. Let's see. We have vertical set up there. Kind of adventurous for building, don't you think? I mean, honestly, it's like, wow. All we're doing is building a bookshelf, but it's really epic and random. Okay, coming up nicely with these. In a world where a man builds a bookcase. Okay. Alright, is that tall enough? I'm thinking that as high as the door is probably, yeah, is probably gonna work out. Let's go ahead and, can't flip this tool, can I? I don't think so. No. Used to be able to flip the tool. It's changed a little bit. Or maybe it's because of the type of block. Let's see. Nope, it sure isn't. Let's just minimize instead. And is this the type of block we want? I don't think so. Is this the vertical blocks? Yeah, we don't want it like that. We want the continuous thing. This had to be the horizontal. Yeah, there we go. Okay, much better. I apologize about not being too familiar with a lot of the snapshot features. I know there's been an eyedropper enabled, and a few other things, and I definitely want to get into that, but it was time I put out a video, and I don't have a whole lot of time as of late. Other than that, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft Feed the Beast, so it does take an excessive amount of time. Okay, so I think I can do a few shelves now. First I need to put it back on this puppy too, right? So let's see. I do like the addition that you can I think maybe vertical for this. I can use the mouse wheel to change between sizes and stuff like that, which is pretty nice. Let's see. How's that go up? Yeah, that'll do. The tool works a lot better too. Like, it doesn't pause at crazy places and put blocks the way that you don't want them. All right. Pretty good there. So let's see now. If I want to go across, not vertical, we need to do, let's see how many spaces this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So with 3 divisions, we'll be down to 8, which means not quite. I don't know how this will work out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so the shelving is going to come all the way out. and it's just going to stretch in like that. And the books, we're going to use those colored plastics, and we'll just do it here and there to where it kind of looks like staggered books. It's going to be a little hard, like I said, it's going to look a little blocky, but the gist of it is going to look correct. You know, when you just take a look at it from afar, it's going to look right, I believe. Pardon the background noise, you guys. I got planes flying over my house and stuff. Okay. Not in Blockscape, in real life. No planes in Blockscape yet. But you never know, you know. Alright. So, there is the preliminary bookshelf. I don't know if that kind of... I don't think that's big enough. I mean, not that it's not big enough, but I don't think it's, like, for instance, let's take red plastic and put it where that is. And I'll switch to that. I don't think it's going to emulate books well enough because it's too short. You know, the holes are too short. So let's see. Yeah, you see, I can't do different heights. I can't stagger heights at all. So these are going to have to change a little bit. Let me fix the height up on these, you guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, there you have it. There's our little bookshelf. I went ahead and adjusted the height like I said I would, and just put some varying colors of 2 and 3 high, different colors for all of the color blocks, as you can see here. And I just kind of made it look like, it kind of looks like one of those old-time screens when the channel's out. But it definitely does what it's supposed to do. I can't really do anything more with the edges. I thought it would have been a little nicer to do something like this, but the columns, I can show you what really happens here. Let's see. I can try the red, and when I put a column in, oh no, that's not what I want. Column tool. Let's change to the column tool right here, and I'll show you what happens. There. See, nothing. I get 0 column action, unfortunately. Now, with different materials, you get it, I'm sure, but with the colors like the scheme that I'm trying to go for, there's really nothing I can do with that. There's also this column, which I don't think that would make much of a difference. Nope, not with this particular material. So there you have it, guys. For now, that's what we're going to call our bookshelf, and it does what it's supposed to do. You know, the color schemes might be a little off, so if you guys have some suggestions, just make sure to let me know. We have this this dark green couch here, and I'm pretty sure I might do a little bit of editing to it. But for now, I'd like to start with a chair, even more so. So I still want to go with a little bit darker of the colors, just not to be too bright. And we need to switch to, let's see, yeah, there's our corner piece. And I'd like to make a corner chair. Now for this, we're going to have to do the columns like we have already. But let's see, let's change this and let's get some wood back, because I do want the columns to be able to be wood. So let's see, column and wood, and we should be able to place one here. There we go. And how far should we come out? I think that's a little bit too close to the corner here. Probably need to do something like that. And let's see, we are 2 right here, so I'm thinking maybe it's almost perfectly in the corner, I believe. That's square. Now it's really hard to tell when you're messing with a corner. I think we are, yeah, no, that's definitely not square. Okay, let's try to get even. Actually, yeah, it is. Wow, it just looks kind of funky. Okay. No, it's not. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, at any rate, we'll figure it out as soon as we start laying down these angles. So let's change to our red again, and let's start doing these angles. These angles, guys, I want to set up. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I wonder if it makes a difference on the way that you're placing. Yeah, it sure does. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, you guys, is set up the bottom cushion, or what's supposed to be the bottom cushion. And I think we're just gonna need to do some blocks underneath so we can place. Yeah. Now we'll go with the slab again. I mean the slope again. Yeah, we were definitely off. I kind of figured that. Really hard to figure these angles. Column. Oh no, we gotta switch to wood. Column. Okay. Now let's get like that. And we'll set up our little corners like we had tried to do before. Okay. Oh, well, we're still out of line. It's actually right here we need to go with that column. Sometimes it's a little hard to figure out stuff like that because it's so the controls are so unfamiliar to me. There we go. Alright. Now I'm pretty sure that we got these right because they just seemed like they were a little easy to line up. But they are not in the right places. There we go. And we're going to take all this bottom stuff off once we get everything laid out. Okay. I think that's right. Yep. This was wrong. Column tool. Wood. Like that. And let's go ahead and switch to... Nope. We're gonna have to come back with some of that, but need my angle. There. Perfect. Okay, so that was pretty intense just for what we wanted to do, but typically I don't walk you guys through that much tedious stuff, but I did want to show you the ins and outs of what it was like to play with these angles. So I need to go ahead and knock these out and fill in fill in the bottoms with well, fill in the gaps with squares. Let's see here. Yeah, I should be able to do that pretty simple here. There. So this will be the cushion. And we're going to try J-Rab's technique on here and do some white inserts to give it some depth. Well, we'll definitely mess around with it. Let's see. Oh. Alright. So now we have a corner piece. All of that for a corner, and it looks off. Maybe I'm gonna have to do... Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move that column. Unfortunately. One more under. Let's see how it's gonna place. Yeah, I think that's right. It's close enough at least, right? Okay, and let's see. So we need white now. Not light, white. That's snow. I wonder if the white plastic is probably not going to be bright enough. Well, it might be. Let's go with that color and slope right here. We'll do the insert that big, I guess. Really hard to get these angles right. It's like when you place it, it doesn't look like it's gonna come out right. Have to place on the outside angle. That is not square at all. Not even close. Okay, we need one more actually. I think it's impossible to do it like that. There. Yeah, we just have to come out one more with it. Like this. There. Now, the whites can be placed inside. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this on a corner model, guys. Might have too much. Because now, this entire, yeah, we gotta have a border for it. So this should have been, see, this is one deep. So honestly, we could have done this in the middle. Let me play around with the idea for a sec, you guys, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, actually, on the angle design, I will not be able to do it, but I did come up with a little texture pattern that I think I like. So we're just going to build off of this concept here. And I really think that this is a little bit too wide for how deep it is, but it just seems to work out pretty well. So we're actually going to go with more red, and we're gonna come up here. Now this is gonna be a little tricky here, because what we want to do is we want to get that angle just like that, but we want to come up like that, and it's actually gonna be the other way. So let's see how we can do that. Yeah, that way we can put like some rims on the back of the chair. Not rims, but oh man, I'm messing up all my stuff. There, okay. So yeah, we can come up with like some border right here. So let's go ahead and stack these about yay high, and we'll do another one. That is too far out. I think, yeah, that's not going to measure up right. We kind of need them on the corners, which is a little difficult. Let's see. We can add right there. Yep, that'll work. I was going to do the border, but Alright guys, so I've been playing around with this chair design a little bit, and I finally got the arms the way I liked them, and I also messed around with the back. The back needs a little bit of work, but for the most part it's where I want it to be. Also, if you'll notice too, I did some accents on the couch. I thought about not doing it white, but I started playing around with the idea a little bit off camera, and I really liked it. To get it to where it was patternized, I went ahead and put one more layer up top, so it's a little bit taller than it was at first, but all in all, pretty good. So let's try to get it to where this is set up correctly. I went with this, and it's kind of weird because you have to place blocks a little like this first. because they have to be in the center. You actually don't need one of these rows. And that one's too far. Okay, so we need to knock off this one and this one. And then we need to set up this, this, this. And if I can get around it, this, this, and this. Now, all that's left actually is this little back piece, which this just needs to be converted to a square instead, I believe. Yep. And there you have it. That's the little arms. So at any rate, guys, I am going to call it for this episode. I think we got a good little bit accomplished. Aesthetics usually take a lot of time, but for the most part, we're heading in the right direction. We got the bookcase done today, we got the chair done today, and maybe in the next episode we'll add a new room, maybe a couple more decoration ideas, and we'll see where our adventure takes us. So thank you all so much for watching, you guys. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. Have a good one.